So what I want you to know is here, we want production. We want a good, safe job. We want to do it right, but we want the quality out of it too. We want everything to look good. We want it to be right. And we don't want to have to come back and do it again.
In this segment, we will look at voluntary actions and being in control. The critical thinking skill we continue to work on is called self-awareness. We develop this skill being asked 3 simple questions. The 3 questions are, number 1, do I see it? Number 2, do I recognize it? And number 3, do I accept or reject it? When we talk about voluntary actions and being in control, we are talking about your own free will to make conscious decisions, your own voluntary actions to be in control with things like housekeeping, taking shortcuts, or simply taking a reset. When you voluntarily step and put into practice a reset, you are helping us reduce the risk tolerance on our job site.
The main things, you've got to pay attention to your environment. You got overhead cranes going. You got moving equipment going. A lot of material in the area.
Carpenters need to pick up their lumber as they go, working as they go. So the rebar guys need to pick up their scrap, their tie wire, so nobody snags it on their foot, punctures through their hand or something like that. Some of the strapping needs to cut back so nobody walking by can slice their leg or anything like that.
It's very important to know that both Shell, Gab, Bechtel, they all mean it. And that's what's kept me with the company.
A personal goal for each of us, regardless of your craft, your skill, or how long you've been on this job site, is a constantly build your own self-awareness to what's going on with your specific task and awareness to what's going on around you.
Feel yourself, in that situation doesn't feel right. Stop, reset that, use what they've taught you.
Slow down, and a big thing in ironwork is to always look before you step.
When you're housekeeping, you got to watch your pinch points, picking up material, stacking material, and when you're doing that, you're also stacking it and staging it so the area looks neat and tidy.
So what we need to do when you're doing all this stuff, your housekeeping needs to be in proper order. Okay, if you don't have good housekeeping, you don't keep the stuff that you have going in neat and proper, you're going to start to have tripping hazards. Everybody's going to start falling over, and then you're going to start taking bars that aren't supposed to be there and putting them in the wrong places. So you have to have everything in control. Everything needs to be neat and clean.
When you clean up something, you should be doing it at one time. You're just not throwing it off in the corner to open up that particular pathway at that moment. If you don't have the time to do it right, you ain't gonna have time to go back and redo it.
A safe house is a clean house, and vice versa, a clean house is a safe house. Yeah, you're here now, so what you do here is different from another job, and if you see it, you own it. So this is the way we do things right here.
No shortcuts, and that's on everything, whether it's a shortcut for spotting equipment, or shortcut just trying to get to A to B. So, it might be harmless because on the other side of the yellow chain's just an open ground, but that walkway there's for a reason.
We can be smooth, we can be safe, and we can have our production at a high pace. Just after a couple of moves, we kind of figure everything out. And I'm proud of the guys that we have here because they really take pride in what they do.
This concludes this segment on risk tolerance, voluntary actions, and being in control.